Alright, I want to show you what I'm going to season this ground turkey with, but of course it's 98% fat free. So I did put some more of that oregano leaves on it, as well as half a tablespoon of the soy sauce, and I'm going to put it in on the stove. I'm going to put some garlic in the pan and just let this cook. Breast that I'm cooking on the stove, I didn't add any olive oil to it because this is a very good nonstick pan. Also, I didn't want to add any more oil because my purpose for choosing this is because it was 98% lean. The texture of it, as you can tell, is a little bit different than ground beef. So what you take, like I have a wooden spoon or whatever. If you want it a little bit smaller, you can break them up with your fork or whatever. But you will notice that the texture is a little bit thicker than regular ground beef, and that's okay. It still tastes really, really well. What I did season it up to give it some flavor because it is so lean and fat. I used some more Italian seasoning and oregano, probably half a tablespoon, and put it in there. And I had some soy sauce, and I did probably a half a tablespoon of soy sauce. And don't put a lot because that do carry some sodium, but that gives it a flavor that I like. And then I did add some water to my pan so it wouldn't start sticking up, and so it did look like I did have a little bit of movement in it. It is quite dry, but when I start putting that cream cheese on it, it's going to give it some creaminess to it, and what I like, and it's going to mimic the real ground beef, and the rotel as well gives it more juice. So but I wanted to show you this. I did add garlic to it. I put garlic in it because I do love garlic. I've pretty much let that cook through and have stirred this up. But the garlic, it smells amazing in here. I would have added onions, but my daughter don't like onions. Sometimes it gives her a little heartburn, so I didn't put onions. But normally, you can add onions, and that's a little bit more extra flavor. And I would just cut up like maybe a half of onion or whatever, and just put it inside. But that's something, if you wanted to add to it, definitely do it. But you can put some water just to give it some movement so it won't stick together because you don't have any oil in there. But this is what that ground turkey looks like. And if you want the chunks, you want them a little bit more smaller, you can always just cut them up with a knife or with a fork. I just pretty much broke it up with this spoon and let it cook through. I just put in the rotel. It only has 3 grams of carbs for let's see on the back, for a half of a cup. So I put the whole thing in there, and of course I'm not going to eat that much at one time, but if I wanted to, it still wouldn't hurt me. It's very low in carb. And also remember, I did choose to get the no salt added. You don't need that salt. You put that soy, half a teaspoon of soy sauce that I put in here. That's enough that you would need. And so I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm getting ready to add in. I'm getting ready to add in the cream cheese. I'm going to let this rotel cook down in it a little bit. Also, I'm going to cut up one sausage patty that I cooked last night. I love the dip that you can make this as well. You can put this in a crock pot, and instead of stuffing it with your stuffed peppers, you can turn this into a delicious Friday night dip that you can have. You can get you some low carb tortillas, cut them up in triangles, put them in the oven, let them harden, and have this as a dip. But I'm going to add that sausage to give me that spice that I need. You can omit that if you want to keep it as lean as possible, but I'm putting that sausage in there to give me some more extra flavor to go with this lean ground turkey, and it tastes amazing with that cream cheese as well. But I'm going to show you the size of the sausage that I'm going to cut up, so you know you don't have to add a lot to give that little spice that I like when I taste this dip or sauce that I'm making right now to stuff. Alright, this is the sausage patty that I cut up. This is the size of it. So you see, I'm only going to put that much. I'm going to put this back for breakfast tomorrow. But this is how much I'm going to put in with my turkey, my ground turkey, because I like the flavor of the sausage. It has like some spice in it, and it gives a little bit more extra flavor. You do not have to do this if you don't like sausage. If you want to keep it as lean as it is right now, you know, that's fine. But I do like that. I'm going to add the sausage, put that cream cheese, and let you see what it looks like. And look, y'all, I'm so excited for this. It is cooking away, and I did taste a little bit of it. That sausage made the world of difference. If you like that extra bit of spice, you can just, you know, it's delicious. If you don't want it, you don't have to add it. It's still very low carb, keto, healthy, and I can't wait to show you after these are stuffed. And remember, I'm going to add that turkey pepperoni on top with that cheese. You can omit that as well, but just for an extra bit of spice. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a tablespoon, as you can see, of oil in a pizza pan. And I'm going to rub it around this pizza pan like this. Holding this camera, so bear with me. But I'm just going to show you, that's where my peppers are going to lay on my sheet. And I'm going to put these peppers, I've already cut them up, and what I did, like I said, I washed it with my Sawyer guard, and I rinsed it off really well, and then I cut them up. And what I did, I cut them up in the little areas, the little spaces of the peppers, so they look like little cups. And now if you want to see a video on actually how I did this, I can show you. But what I'm going to do, I am going to line this pizza pan up, and I'm thinking about putting, I have some turkey pepperonis that I had in the refrigerator that I need to get rid of. And that's one cool thing, you know, if you're eating low carb, you can come and you can be creative with your stuff. When I stuff the peppers in here, I'm going to top it with those, probably some of them, not all of them, with the turkey pepperoni and the cheese, and just let the cheese melt. But I think this looks so cute, these little cups that I'm going to make, and you can have as many as you like, but I think this is so pretty. And what I'm going to do is sprinkle some salt on it, not much, and I'm going to let these cook in the oven for about, I have the oven on for 350. I'm going to let these cook for about 20 minutes in the oven while my ground turkey breast is cooking on top of the stove. And like I said, I'm going to add cream cheese, I'm going to add the rotel, and then I'm going to stuff these, and on top I'm going to put that turkey pepperoni and the mozzarella, and then I have some shredded cheddar cheese on top. But I'm going to come back and show you once this is done and once I take it out of the oven. And I think I'm going to have this with either a salad or a bowl of string beans. But anyway, this will be a very delicious, healthy dinner. And you can do this any night of the week. This actually is Sunday evening, but you can have it definitely during the week, or as a snack, or for lunch. You know, the sky's the limit. But this is very delicious and very low carb, guys. Before I put them in the oven, I want to show you what I did actually add to the peppers. I didn't put the olive oil on the peppers itself because actually, like I said, it's going to be stuffed with that ground turkey and cream cheese and with the mozzarella and shredded cheese. But I did add oregano leaves, and I just get this from a local store, and I sprinkle some of that on the dry leaves, as well as Italian seasoning. And I sprinkled that just to give the peppers some season to it. And I did sprinkle probably a half a tablespoon of salt. Not much, if it's that much on there. And I'm going to let these bake for about 20 minutes in the oven on 350, just to let them cook before I put the ground turkey breast on to stuff them with, because that's going to be pretty much all it's going to be doing. Once I get that off the stove and put it in the oven and stuff them, it's pretty much just going to melt the cheese that I'm going to put on top. But anyway, I will show you the finished product very soon. Alright, this is the final look. That cheese have melted, and I didn't use the cheddar, I just went ahead and just used the regular mozzarella. But I cannot wait to eat this. I decided not to eat the green beans. I'm just going to make me a salad to go with it. But it is so, so delicious. If you want any more recipes and ideas, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Jamie's Blessings. And we're going to be healthy together. I hope you enjoyed. And this is what I'm going to eat for dinner. Stuffed peppers with a salad. I can't wait.